Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lee and Hayley Overtimes, the podcast, which we are so happy to be back in the saddle talking with our friends again.
Oh my gosh. And the friends of which you speak is me? Am I your friend?
Well, no, I think I included you when I said we.
We. Oh, we're the we. They're the friends.
I used plural.
And guys, let me say a little something here. Thank you for joining us for this new episode. We were remiss in that we did not even acknowledge that last week was our 50th episode.
My goodness.
50 different episodes of this.
Wow.
Two people talking about God knows what. Now, Lee just made me a cup of coffee. That was so sweet of you.
I made myself a cup of coffee, and there was a large, obvious female hair in that, and now I am done.
I think you brought it in here, and one of my hairs floated into it.
I don't know whose it was. Don't care. I started to gag. I can't do it. So you enjoy that.
Yeah, hair is Lee's kryptonite.
Yeah,
wait till he sees his back.
I can watch
What?
surgery.
There's a fuzz in here too. Where did you get this mug? I don't want it.
Oh no! Don't put it in front of me.
You chose you're probably a mug you've used 10 times and didn't wash.
I wash my mug every time. Thank you very much.
Your face. Well, Lee, you didn't do a good job then because that mug is filthy.
Hair is my nemesis when it comes to the gag reflex. But I've watched like medical shows and they're doing surgery and they've opened a guy up and there's blood. I can just sit there and eat a sandwich. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
That seems hygienic to me because it's sort of
it's a sterile.
It's a sterile setting.
It's not like you're not watching like Civil War surgeries.
Yeah, antiseptic sort of place.
But that's your favorite genre of TV shows, Civil War surgery.
Oh, I love it.
It's on the History Channel.
Yeah. This is a unique wound this fella's got.
Bite down on this.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm just fixing this.
Oh, I thought you were just folding up your sweater to show off your shirt under it. And I was like, well, look at you. Anyway, it is funny what everyone's aversions to different things. Everything grosses me out. It makes me feel queasy. Yeah. Always has. Smells really turn my stomach.
Well, I'm not like the time you and I were, we went and were garbage pickup people.
That was a bad day.
Trash guys.
Yeah, Lee and I got to follow around the garbage truck picker up people.
I had respect for those guys anyway.
Oh, me too.
But now it is, oh my God, they're in the front
trenches.
lines.
They're in the trenches. They are doing Civil War surgery every day.
They're doing a gastrointestinal Afghanistan, essentially. They're the Navy SEALs.
Is this you every morning trying to button your sleeve?
Yes. That's why I have a hospice there to help me.
Hospice.
Yeah.
I love the way hospice. It's a funny thing. It's not actually. Oh, why are you doing this now? That one's done.
This is a podcast. I know there are a few people that like to watch. If they want to watch, they can. But this is a platform for listening.
You're right. If you want to watch, it's the Kentucky Sports Radio YouTube channel, the video version of the podcast. You get to see Lee and I in all our glory. But if you're just listening,
we're naked.
What?
We're naked.
I was going to say we look great, but we're naked. Yeah. It gives us the freedom to emote.
Maybe you look good naked. I don't think I do anymore. Excuse me.
Did you just drop your phone or were you clenching it between your cheeks? Again, because he's completely nude. Do not bend down and try to get that. You'll blow your back out. Your spine will come clean out. Lee, please be careful. Okay.
My God.
Lee's to the age where even the smallest movements, I'm afraid his vertebrae are just going to snap. Like when you're holding like a big stack of Pringles. If one section gets, it's terrible.
I'll tell you, the moving sidewalk is not as fun as it used to be.
At the airport?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, at the end of it.
Getting off it. It's kind of abrupt.
It's not just abrupt, but it's almost, painful. Like
painful?
Well, your knees aren't ready for that kind of, concussion that's given to them.
What is this, a moving walkway on the Audubon? What are you talking about? I mean, it's kind of abrupt, but it doesn't hurt me. Put your phone on silent.
That's not my phone.
Yes, it is. I'm looking at it, and I just heard it go off.
Well, these are probably questions and queries coming in from viewers and listeners all across America.
But we don't read them till the end. We don't need to know, and another one.
No, that's what it is. Look, we got several. Okay. And by the way, if you'd like to have Hayley and I tackle a question, or if you've got a comment, whatever it may be, it's ideas at leeandhaley.com.
You always, when you're reciting that, you look at me with a question in your eye. Like, is this right? You always look at me like, correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, I was just telling Lee before we began, I know where we are, it is bitterly cold right now. Like, when I woke up this morning to let my dogs out, it was -2. Talk about the quickest pee breaks you've ever seen. They
What
both
about the
ran out.
dogs?
Well, I do make myself go outside. I save money on my heating bill by not having indoor plumbing.
When's the last time you've peed outdoors?
Maybe like a month ago.
Really? What were you doing? On a
Well,
walk?
it was a month or two ago, probably. Sometimes at night, like usually, I end my night usually watching like a show, like a Yellowstone or something like that.
Yeah.
And I pretty much have to pee at all times. Like I've always got to go because I drink so much water.
Prostate enlargement.
My prostate won't. It's just so massive. No, and so usually like when I pretty much. How can I explain this? Okay, I pretty much don't go to bed until I'm like falling asleep on the couch. So by then, it's just like dragging myself. But I've got to let those damn dogs out, and I love them. I say that with affection. Well, sometimes I've got to pee so bad myself. I'll let them out, and I live kind of out in the country. So it's kind of dark. There's no one around.
Now, what's your address?
We don't have any neighbors. And so sometimes when I'll let the dogs out, I'll be like, oh. I can't believe I'm telling you this. But I'll just be like,
now, what are you wearing to drop trowel
like
out?
sweatpants. Like I change into my pajamas as soon as I get home. Pajamas are like sweats.
Right.
So I just get
Right
in
the yard?
in a good deep squat and go.
Right. Listen.
And the dogs, they will, because they like to smell each other's TTs and then pee on
And
top
they
of each
smell
other.
your TT.
They'll kind of come over, but they don't pee on top of it like they do each other's. They kind of smell it and then are just kind of like, what is that? Is not from a canine. We don't know what that is.
What is that, a bear?
Yeah, they're like, oh my gosh. And it's incredibly freeing.
I love it.
I think the gravity works better because if you're sitting on the toilet, they say like the way toilets are, they're not ergonomically sound. I guess for one is okay, but for two, it's not that great.
You got to get the potty squatting.
But sometimes when I go potty squat, like, and to be clear, I'm only doing number one. It's like opening the big valve.
I've never done a number 2 outside.
I did when I was a kid one time.
Really? No,
I
I've
remember
never done
vividly as a
that.
kid and being so disgusted. We were like, it was at a family reunion and I had to go and my mom had to walk me into the woods and we had to take napkins from the picnic to use as.
Jeez.
Yeah. That's when I knew my mother loved me.
23.
I was 23. I had brought the fried chicken.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
So you've never, yeah.
What? No, I've never done that. But all the time, if it's a golf course, if I can find a tree or wherever I may go, yeah, it's fine.
Don't they have bathrooms on golf courses? Like at the turn?
Yeah, sometimes, but maybe, and I make it. Plus, I like the fresh air.
Something about it is incredibly freeing.
I agree.
I mean, number two, I just don't feel like it'd be freeing.
When I had a yard, before the
government
camp,
took it.
Yeah. When I had that, I'd go out there all the time and smoke a cigar and go, yes.
Did you ever get the hands confused?
I have only 2.
Man, that was you got one hand holding the cigar and the other.
Oh, no.
And then
I think I might have once dropped an ash. That got my attention.
good night, Irene.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think I've done that. But
Do you mean into the stream and it made a sizzling noise?
No, I think
onto the.
Yes, and I actually think I may have been indoors for that. That was at a cigar bar, at a urinal.
You took your cigar into the bathroom?
It's a cigar bar.
Oh, come
What
on.
am I gonna do,
Where does
just leave
the
it?
smoking stop and the decorum begin?
It doesn't. And I think I may have been up against the porcelain. Just like, wow!
Oh!
And thrusted myself against
God
the wall.
bless America.
Wow!
What is it you say when you hurt yourself? Or like, what do you do? I kind of giggle at myself after the fact, but when I hit my elbow, my knee, my toe, my shin, I kind of talk it away. Like I'll be like, oh, I'd say a lot of expletives. So I can't really include that. But I'll be like, oh, go, 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 go.
It depends on
I have to make a lot of noise.
I'm cursing at the object that has done this to me or myself. I don't know. But I don't know what I'm saying. I know it's stream of consciousness.
But I'm saying a lot. It's like I have to focus on talking so I don't have to think about the pain. And it's like I know I'm like, "Ooh, it'll hurt, and then it reaches like peak pain, and then it goes back down. Like if you hit your elbow or something, it's like
Sure.
I hate hitting my wrist bone.
You hate hitting your wrist bone?
No, I love it.
No.
Yes, I hate it.
Yeah.
I've got pronounced wrist bones.
Pronounced.
Yeah, I mean, they just kind of poke out. That one, like right there.
No,
I think some
doesn't.
people's don't point.
No, it doesn't.
Well, that one not so
Nothing
much.
wrong with your wrist.
I didn't say there was anything wrong. I mean, like that's just like all bone.
My wrist bones are pronounced means
And you
that
know,
it's
I'm
unusual.
incredibly self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
What's something you're self-conscious about? I'll go first. I need to pluck my eyebrows so badly, you guys. I tend to pluck my eyebrows like every day, just like a stray hair here and there.
I hope everybody listening will gather in prayer for this because the way you made that sound, you guys.
Well, anyway, I've let
As
it
if it
fall to
concerns
the
us.
wayside. And just today when I was doing my makeup for the show that we taped earlier, our TV show, I was like, God in heaven, it's like a forest under there.
They look fine.
Oh, well, do not get close to me.
I
And I
see
mean that
them.
emotionally.
I see them. They're fine. I would be
You
the
have
first.
horrible eyesight.
No, I don't.
Yes, you
2015 or 2020 vision.
do. What about the aging process?
Up
You and
close?
Kate are always searching for reading glasses.
Well, that's up close in small print. They do that to punish old people.
Who? Who does that? Big menu?
Yeah, big menu. I don't know why they do that.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So what is it that's new in your life?
What are you self-conscious about?
Oh,
You
I
do this all the time, and I don't think you mean to do it. Someone will ask us a question on the podcast, I answer, and you just move on.
well, I don't like, of course, my gut, as you know.
Oh.
So if I catch myself on video, relaxed, I am disgusted.
Yes, I know what you mean.
So if
I
I
do
just
that,
found
yeah.
a picture of myself a while ago because I was searching for photos for our
Something for the
editor
show, yeah.
Kelly, and I
Yeah.
came across a photo of me in Gulfport, Mississippi. My God, I look
Bad?
good.
Oh, good.
No, I look good.
Oh, this is when you were
I'm
on your
like,
starvation
yeah,
diet.
look how flat I am.
That
Jeez,
to you
oh.
is the epitome of fitness, is flat stomach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So everybody, you know what always fascinates me? Everybody gains weight in different places. Like I notice it in my face and like my hips.
I've noticed that too.
You've noticed it in my face. You're like, look at those pillowy soft cheeks. Jowls for days.
Was it a bee sting?
And people ask me, is it hard to work with Lee? And I say, no.
It's not.
What are you doing?
I want to show you this photo and how proud I am.
No, okay. I bet I know the photo. Is it the one that has the moonlight in it?
Yes,
I knew it because
See?
you've showed it to me.
You know what?
You showed it to me like
I
every
appreciate
6
you
months.
because you've romanticized it now. It's Lee and the moon. See, that wasn't a necessary detail, but boy, did you
I
have
only
that
know
ready to
'cause
go.
You've shown it to me. We were
You.
on a team trip down there to visit the TV station we air on, and yeah, we like all went to dinner and then we walked to the beach after because it was like right across the road and the moon was out and it was a beautiful night and we were all taking
Yes.
pictures.
Yes.
And I know this, Lee, and it's not because it's like such a big memory for me. It's that you make it a memory for
I didn't
all of
make
us.
it
You're
a
like
mem-
you pretend.
Look at that.
Yes,
And
yes.
I can't wear. I could wear that shirt, but it's a belly shirt now because. But yes, look how
look.
flat.
Guys, there's a palm tree in it, a moon, and a svelte man.
My God.
Where did he go?
I don't know. He went to the buffet.
Look, weight fluctuations are part of life. You got to live.
Fluctuate. That makes it seem as if there's a way down.
Oh, yeah. There is a way down.
There
Lee.
is no way.
Like, what'd you have for dinner last night? You can't be mad.
I had the panda thing.
You ate a panda?
Yes. Boy, the
Panda
Chinese
Express.
were Panda
Panda
Express.
Express.
I couldn't remember what their name was.
Panda Express is so good.
And I had the Kung Pao chicken or something.
Spicy.
Yeah, I love spicy.
Like, you can't be mad about gaining weight or feeling, bloated or something like that if you're the one doing it to yourself. Like we went to eat Mexican for lunch today.
Yes,
all of
I
us.
can.
I know you can.
Because
It doesn't mean
here's
you
here's
should.
why I'm angry about it. Because there was a time it didn't matter how much I ate. I couldn't gain weight, and I was much thinner there. I was made fun of by people because I was too skinny.
You'd kill for that
I
now.
would-
We would all kill for that now.
Yes.
Growing older, that's the way it is.
And I ate everything I possibly could, and there was nothing I could do about it. Now the opposite has happened. It doesn't matter how little I eat, there's nothing I can do about
How
it.
little are you eating?
Little bit of this, a little bit of that. Let me try that.
You said how little I ate when it was just a few years ago. You went on like keto and lost weight.
Yes,
But you're acting like now, like,
Well,
I can't gain access to that.
it was a traumatic period in my life where the heart was involved.
You were only eating meat and cheese.
And I was only eating, protein. And my body was in shock over all of it. Like, what is this? Where's the delicious bread and carbs?
Yeah.
So they thought there must
Who's
be
they?
my body.
It's a group.
Yeah, and my body said, well, my God, there must be something happening here.
We're preparing for battle.
So let's just burn the reserves.
Yeah. Sure.
Well, now I can try that for a little bit. And they go, we know what you're up to. We're hanging on to this fat.
But Lee, how long is the little bit? Lunch?
Well, it's a few hours. Anyway.
That's funny. Well, I was just going to say, like, I can't be mad at myself today because I know I'm going to feel bloated for the rest of the day. Just like sodium filled. Because we went to lunch at Mexican today, and I don't know myself around chips and salsa. I lose complete track of my morals, my self just identity. I don't care. I'll eat all of them. They keep bringing the bowls. I keep eating them. My stomach keeps growing, just like my prostate. And so I ate so much chips and salsa by the time my food got there, which I also ate. Then I ate chips and salsa after. It's just sitting there, and restaurant salsa is so good. So I know I'm going to feel bloated all day. I'm not going to act like I don't know why that is and be like, God, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What is that?
That is, I wanted to make sure that there was fuzz in here. And then I didn't see any because I thought, well, she's mistaken fuzz for coffee creamer because we're out of our
Liquid and you use
liquid
powder.
and I used the powder. And I thought, I bet that's what she did. But then I realized, no, there was a piece of fuzz in there. But the coffee creamer has solidified again. And it's on my finger now. I got to go get us some good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, my apologies.
Yeah.
I'm tired of buying stuff right now.
What do you mean?
Well, I have to buy things I didn't normally want to buy.
Okay, let's talk about it. Guys, we're about to get deeply serious here. If we had the ability to throw in music on command, we'd throw in some really sad music that would take you to like old school London. It's a dark alley, and Lee's telling a story like he's Sherlock Holmes.
Well, I was in Vegas.
Okay, in Vegas. Forget London.
I was enjoying the Eagles.
This was just last week.
Yeah, it was Friday.
Okay. What time?
Late. I mean, 8:30 was the show time, but you got to.
I don't care.
That's
about the show.
11:30 my time.
Yeah, that's true. Because you were in.
Yeah,
is it Vegas or Vegas?
Yeah, and I loved it. And I'm an Eagles fan, but not a super fan. But I like them. But now I love them. Don Henley and
That's
Joe
how I am.
Walsh and
I get obsessed with.
Timothy Schmidt.
Yeah,
And then Vince Gill now and Deacon Fry because Glenn, that was lovely. But when I got home, my domicile had been ransacked.
You were burglarized.
Yes, I was.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Anyway, what else is going on?
Well, that's about it.
No, Lee. We've all been very upset about this. Mainly because Lee won't stop talking about it, but also no, I'm kidding. No, we've actually been all very upset about it because, it's very scary. You came home and you've been burglarized. We've all been very concerned about you.
Well, I don't know if it's scary, but
It is scary. Well, we all think it's scary.
I don't find it scary. I find it infuriating
Okay.
because
Someone was in your home.
without my permission, and they took my things.
Well, because you always have that secret password that people have to say at the door.
Yes, which is really.
It has to really go up at the
No,
end.
actually, that's my safe word.
Oh, wow. That's a throwback. You made that joke a long time ago on the show. Really?
Yeah, it took me a minute to even process what had happened
Yeah.
because I thought I had done something.
It wasn't until you started your daily cleansing routine.
Right, because what they took,
Or as Jordan Schlansky told Conan, I prepare my body in various ways.
Yes. And I was about to prepare my body in various ways.
Yeah, you were getting ready for work.
And my underwear was gone.
Did you shower?
No, I was
Because you started to get in the shower, and that's when you noticed some of your toiletries
yeah, and I
were
thought,
gone.
yeah, and I, no, not yet. No,
Oh.
I hadn't gotten to the shower.
Oh, you get your undies before you get in the shower.
Not always, but for that day.
How can I be your friend if I don't know your routine?
You be so loud. Can't you talk into the microphone like a normal person? You don't need a megaphone.
Sorry.
Thank you. So I pulled the drawer open, and all I heard was rattling.
Oh, God.
It used to be filled to the brim, 55 pair of boxer briefs.
God.
Yes. Mainly from
Is this the
company-
trunk from Indiana Jones? Like, how 55 pairs? That's a lot for a woman.
Thank you. It was a lot. Because I never want to run out. Well, I have.
Run out? Like, do you soil each and every pair?
They ran out on me.
So all your underwear gone, then what?
I may get a phone call from my underwear going, Daddy.
My God. Why can't you talk
me.
like a normal person?
And then whoever's got who is this?
In your wildest fantasies,
And then I get
your
to say-
underwear call you daddy.
You may not know who I am, but I have a particular set of skills.
It's me. You usually wear me on Tuesdays.
I will find you, and I will kill you.
And I will compress you. So,
No, I'm not talking to the underwear anymore. Now I'm talking to the kidnapper.
well, catch me up. You never said that.
My underwear was kidnapped.
Okay.
So were my socks. I don't mean a few, all of them. And then all of my socks. I have none. They stole everything.
But surely that's it.
It is the perfect crime. No. Then they took all of my T-shirts, and I have 85 of those. I narrowed those down because at one time it was like 150, and I thought I got to get rid of some of these
Yeah, I
T-shirts.
can't live like this.
So I just kept the best ones.
Yeah.
Gone. All of them.
Yeah.
Then they took my hoodies, all my good, Coach Belichick stuff.
Oh, the good cutoff ones.
Yeah, all my Lee and Hayley swag, all my college preferred team swag,
I thought you meant like stuff from your college days. And I was like,
No.
what?
all the stuff that I love,
Yeah.
gone.
So a significant amount of clothing.
All they left were the suits and the furs.
And coincidentally, the boots with the fur.
Yes, they didn't take any shoes.
Okay, so they either have a tiny foot or a very large foot.
I guess. Yes. Then they took my laundry bags. I think they used that as the loot bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then they took my toiletries. They took my shampoos and my shaving cream. And I'm like Costco. I have, I buy in bulk. So I have plenty. They took them all. Then they took my beloved cologne, which
And that's when.
that's when I really get angry.
Yeah.
Because those are expensive
Take
bottles
my
of
socks. Don't take my boy dog.
In one of them from a listener, Andy. They took the cologne Andy gave me. I
Just
used
got you that for Christmas.
Yes, they took all of that.
Andy.
So anyway.
And then, so they took all that.
Yeah.
They took like your Q-tips and stuff.
They took
right?
Q-tips. They took loofahs.
What in the
They
world?
took my loofah. I got in the shower and went,
They
shit.
took a used loofah?
Yes.
Oh, they love you.
Now, I had a secret stash of loofahs they didn't find.
So
I got another loofah.
suckers.
Of course, now they'll come back and get it, I guess.
But the final blow. So this is all bad. You call the cops. Cops come.
Yeah.
After they leave, you think it can't get any worse. But then what happens?
Well, I thought as I sat there in my depression, well, I guess what little underwear I have left from my Vegas trip,
Yep.
signed by Don Henley,
Signed where?
right on the thing.
By that, I mean the crack.
That's right. Yeah.
Don, would you sign this for me? Okay,
I
so
thought, well, I guess I can wash this stuff so I can have something to wear because I've been in these clothes now for 2 days.
yeah.
I threw them all in the washer, opened my little door where I keep my detergent. Gone. They stole my detergent, left the dryer sheets, but took, and I had two big buckets of Tide Pods. Took them both.
That shit is expensive.
Yes.
I don't mean to laugh or giggle when you're telling this. I'm not some heartless wench. It's just that I've heard the story 10 times. And it's just so ridiculous. Like, who steals clothes? Like, nothing of value really was taken, except emotional value. And when you add all the items up, it is a lot of money.
Yeah, no, you're
But,
coming close
they
to
didn't come in and
3K.
get in, let's say you had a safe filled with rubies and diamonds.
They didn't care about that.
They don't care.
Because I had other items that are a lot more expensive.
Of course.
They didn't take those things. They worked around expensive things to get to the things that I need.
They're shoving rolls of cash out of the way to get to the detergent.
Right. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, they're dumb.
I mean, I'm grateful they didn't do that, but still, why would you take those things?
Yeah. So the reason Lee is wanting to discuss this, because it is a private matter, as Lee says, an infuriating matter, not a frightening one. The rest of us disagree, is because he would like your help.
Yeah, if you see someone wearing Lee and Hayley swag.
Because these people did steal a lot of clothing that says the Lee and Haley show on it.
There's T-shirts and hoodies and pullovers and jackets that say Lee and Haley. So if you see someone wearing that,
take a picture, maybe call us or send it to Lee's Facebook or something, or maybe call the cops. I mean, so don't citizens arrest them or anything, because we do have members of our executive board that aren't on television, so we don't want you to tackle like our CFO Sandy or something.
Yeah, don't tackle Sandy. But if it's any of my other buddies, I would get a giggle out of that.
If it's my buddy and attorney Richard, lay that mother ever out.
Well, if you try that, good luck to you. But no, send it to me.
And if you've been through this too, damn, this sucks.
Well, it's an invasion.
It is.
It's a violation. You feel violated.
Yeah.
And right now, the anxiety I have, and I know it'll go away. I have had my car broken into before. And
you have? I didn't know that.
Yeah, a long time ago. I was a kid.
What kind of car was it?
I don't know.
Was this the Dasher? You've spoken of a Dasher.
No, it wasn't. I think it was the Hyundai Scoop.
Oh, damn. The chick
Yes, I believe
magnet.
that's what it was, the Hyundai Scoop. And someone took my cassettes.
I'm sorry, Scoop is the dumbest car name I've ever heard.
S-Coupe, but they called it the Scoop.
Oh. Yeah. I was like, get you a little scoop of this ice cream, Daddy.
Anyway, and so I know what this feels like, but right now the anxiety I have is that I'm not home. I want to be home now. I want to be there.
In the event someone
waiting.
thinks, oh, that was, maybe he's got more.
Yeah, because I'm afraid when I'm not there, that's when they go get stuff and I can't.
What if you
stop
come home
them.
And they're running a load of laundry? They're like, I did take the detergent,
well,
but my washer's out.
I would admire that, as you know. But that would be wonderful.
But you're taking steps to make your home more secure. So
yes.
that's what's
most of them have already been taken, but more are on the way.
And by that I mean I'm hiring armed soldiers.
Right. It's part of Trump's new agenda to send troops to my border.
Executive order, Lee Cruz's home shall be completely impenetrable.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've got to make this a short episode.
Oh, my gosh.
Shorter than normal because we do have to tape another TV show. So let's get to our questions.
Okay, here's one from, let's see.
Let me guess.
Bridget.
Is new is not safe for air?
Probably not. Where would you go for the perfect weekend trip? Well, I tried Vegas.
And it was. It was so good.
Actually, it was nice.
The perfect weekend trip. I'm hooked on Savannah. That was like one of the last weekend trips I went on last year with my mom and loved it.
You know what? Nashville's not bad.
Yeah, but I grew up there. I don't really care that much.
Oh, that's
about going
true.
there for the weekend.
Well, Louisville's not bad. How about that? Throw that in there for you.
Why would I go to Louisville?
Have you been to New Lou?
Yes.
When? When did you
Don't do this to me. He does this thing. If I've done anything without him, he thinks I'm lying.
When was it?
A couple years ago, my brother and sister-in-law that live in Louisville kept my dog for me. At the time, I only had one dog. And so then I went to go retrieve the dog when I got back from whatever trip I was on. And my friend Claire and I went and made a day of it. Oh. So we went and hung out with them, got the dog, but she and I went to lunch in New Lou.
There's a lot of great places to eat and drink in New Lou.
Yeah. Did you just discover it?
I discovered it, yes, recently about, 3-4 months ago. What's currently on your playlist? Kelly wants to know.
You know what?
Have you heard of this group called the Eagles?
No, I'm big on the pterodactyls. It's
now-
screechier, but catchy as hell. You know what? I can't even speak to that right now because my playlist was Gracie Abrams, Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter for like months and months and months. And I kind of do this. I listen to a lot of music, then I listen to exclusively podcasts. So what's on my playlist right now is the Morbid podcast and the My Favorite Murder podcast. I'm listening to that exclusively in my car, which is where I do most of my media consumption. What about you?
I said the Eagles. I've added them to hot rotation.
Sure.
Along with Nirvana.
Yeah.
I've added them back.
Yeah.
I haven't heard those guys in a while. I went, you know what? I like them. Let me put them on there. And then, of course, Sabrina Carpenter, as you know. What is a fun game to play with your family?
Fun game to play with your family. We used to play a lot of, we play a lot of card games in my family. A card game that you do need to play that we should play on this show, it's called 5 Crowns. And it's a card game that comes with like 5 decks of cards, and you use all 5 decks of cards in the game. And it's really, really fun. It's called 5 Crowns. So my family, we play that. Otherwise, we'll play Rummy or Rook a lot in my family when I go home for the holidays.
We play hide and go seek with Mommy.
She wins every time. Can never find her.
Where do you buy underwear if all yours is stolen? Kata wants to know, where would you go if you were me?
Oh, well, I mean, if I were you, I'd go to Target. Walmart, Target.
I went to Walmart.
Okay, that's good.
Because that was all that was open at the time.
Yeah.
What is your buzzword of 2025 after we took a quiz? And do you agree or disagree? Mine was thrive, and I don't know if I agree with that.
What do you want to do? If you don't want to thrive.
Thrive.
Nikita's was thrive as well. Look at Nikita, our beautiful producer. Is she not
What
gorgeous?
are you waving at, Nikita? The camera's there.
She knows.
What are you looking at?
She's waving at it.
She was looking out there.
I thought this is a podcast. I didn't know we were on TV.
It's a video so we podcast and then we video as well. My God, that side of this set has never looked so good. Like,
Thank you.
talking about Nikita. Thrive, Nikita, thrive. Okay, that was her being nice. If we don't wrap this up in 2 minutes and she has to wait on us on the TV set, it's going to change, okay? She's going to say, "You'll never thrive again, Lee." And then she strikes you in the legs like Tanya Harding's
Before we go,
lackey.
Noah Day has weighed in with questions.
Oh,
want you to hear
God.
these.
Here we go.
What's the worst thing to have stolen from you other than money? And his other question is, where's the best hiding place for a spare key?
You've made our staff this way because this is you. You can only be serious when something bad happens for 1 second before you start making jokes. And now our staff is the same way. So thanks a lot.
Well, I'm proud then.
The worst thing to have stolen from you, I feel like, is something irreplaceable. For me, it would be like a sentimental item from family, like my mom or grandma.
Yeah.
So in my case, like I do have, and I recently had a leak we had our snowstorm, ice storm here, and a leak sprung in my closet from our roof, and a bunch of my clothes got wet. Well, also in a box in the floor of my closet was something very sentimental in our family. My grandmother could destroy a Bible because my grandmother was deeply religious and Christian and very devoted. Her Bibles were always, because she used them so much, read her Bible every day. So most of her Bibles had duct tape on the outside and stuff. Well, when she passed a few years ago, she had 3 Bibles. So I took them all for me, my sister, and my brother. And they were still in the box in my closet. And I mean, when I tell you the fear, when I was like, oh my God, if these got ruined. And thankfully the box was like airtight, I guess, watertight.
Oh, good.
So I pulled them out. So that for me would be worth $0 to anybody else. But if that got stolen, it would take me months to emotionally recover. To even say it's gone. So. Because my grandmother was so devout and just such a wonderful woman. All her Bibles, the pages, and she has those old school King James Bibles, so it's already, but each page, it's like you can tell she's turned that page 1,000,000 times and she writes in all of them,
Right.
circles,
Notations.
stuff.
Sure.
As she got older, she was really big into duct tape and Sharpie. So she wrote on the outside
Oh, really?
of the Bible. Because I told her one day, I said, she always like, I got to get rid of this Bible and get a new one. I said, no, I want that one day. And she was like, so she wrote in Sharpie on the outside for Hayley Catherine on the outside of the Bible. You can really only see about part of it because then she covered most of it in duct tape.
Yeah.
So, but that to me is one of the most valuable things I have.
I like that.
Do you know what a Bible is?
No, what is it?
It's the words of our Lord and Savior.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway,
All right. Well, we're done.
that's it.
That's it.
Perfect. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to see our show, our home market is Lexington, Kentucky. We're weekdays at noon on Fox 56. Follow us on social media. Just search Lee and Hayley, including on YouTube. We have our own YouTube channel where you can see many fun things that we've done on the show. So thank you so much for listening. Take a picture if you see someone in Lee and Hayley garb that's not Lee Cruz.
Send it to me.
Send it to Lee. And then maybe like the subject line, your underwear says hello.
No.
That way he'll know to see it. God bless you. We love you. Hang in there. We'll talk at you next time.